Good food. This live is for you. Um, you had a good live, girl, but I see that you couldn't see your comments. I was like, I gotta go live when she's done so I can let her know. Hey, T1000. Good food. When you go live and when it asks you to select your audience, for if you want to see the comments, you have to say no. It's not made for kids. I see that you had it on private when you ended it. Hopefully, you unprivated it because you got to make sure that that private is on public for people to be able to see it for you to get your watch hours. But in addition to making sure every time you go live, make sure you take it off private because they will not calculate those hours and nobody will be able to see the video. It'll stay on private. Before you get fully monetized, for some reason, I don't know why, my experience is that they keep bumping it to private. They bump it to private. You have to manually do it. Like, I still have to unprivate mine on this channel, but it's Game House World, it automatically goes public, so I don't have to worry about that. But your comments, you have to say no. This is not made for kids. Otherwise, the comments, you won't be able to see the comments. I was like, oh my gosh, she got all the people in here. We want to talk to her, but I saw that you had that you had that setting that it was made for kids. So therefore, they don't let you comment on videos that you deem made for kids. They don't allow comments to come on for those videos that are set for that. Okay. 2000 said, yes, I was in the building. Oh, glad you came live. Get out and tell her. Yeah, I was, girl, something like that was going to worry me to death. I was like, oh, God, you know how I am.
Mom, can I get those orange juice?
What orange juice?
Like those
Pineapple juice?
yeah.
Yeah. That was gonna worry me as soon as I saw, as soon as I went to the comment box, I was like, she got that doggone child lock on there. So yes, I said as soon as I told Kristen, like 1 second after she went live, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go live to let her know that she gotta take that off.
Here, come with you.
Uh huh. Yeah, go give me a scissor or something because
Scissors?
I ain't got no nails, so I
Or a
can't
knife?
open it. Or a knife, yeah, or a knife. Not a sharp knife, a butter knife. Don't run with the knife either. Uh, yeah, all y'all can have one. Let me see. T1000, yes. Okay, he was in there. Thanks for supporting her, T1000. You know how it is when you go live. As much as I run my mouth, and as much as I done been in rooms, with people to speak, just because YouTube is something new, there you go. I want you to
Thanks.
take the scissors back in there.
Okay.
Be careful how you hold them.
Okay.
Um, as much as I run my mouth, it was still a new thing to come through YouTube and do it. It's just weird because you're not talking, the people not there. So it's um, like, like I'm supposed to just sit here and talk to myself. But Good Food did a good job to keep going. She did it. She didn't even stop to see the comments. Good Food, I don't even think you would have seen the comments because you was on a mission with your story, and so you probably wouldn't even seen it because by the time you went to go check the comments, you was done with your story. So it was good. It was kind of good because I was cooking the kids dinner, and it was good for me because I didn't have to go back to the comments. I was just able to just go on and cook that dinner for the whole time until you finish. By the time you finish, I was already done and they feeding them and everything. Let me see. T1000 said, I already don't get right. I'm like, wait. I gotta stop trying to critique every little thing. Good Food said my nerves ain't built for live. No, Good Food, I'm telling you. I mean, I never had that problem, but when I first started doing any type of public speaking, I can tell you that I was like, huh, and it was always my sister. My sister has always been outspoken and able to, do that. I think she had some public speaking classes in college or something like that. She was 8 years older than me. So I was just under her wing. So we always had the agreement, you'll go ahead and speak and I'll piggyback off of you. I always did that because, I don't know. I just didn't feel like being in the forefront. But it's a good thing with lives. They kind of push you to do the same thing because if we're in the chat, it's almost like, yes, you're up there, but we're helping you and we're piggybacking off of you or you piggybacking off of us. So it really is a thing where if you do have anxiety about something like that, and if you haven't had the opportunity, because I did too, I had classes that I had to like speak in front of people and stuff like that. If you haven't had an opportunity to have speaking engagements or speaking opportunities, it's going to be making you feel crazy. When I used to have to get up in front of a classroom, I felt like I want to just drop out. I just want to leave the class. This class, what is this class for? Is it really that important? When you say how many credits I got to have in English to get up out of here, it used to worry me, but The more you do it, I don't care. Like you was focused on being on for an hour. Don't focus on being on for an hour. If you feel like you're getting uncomfortable after a certain time, stop it. And then like your first live might be 15 minutes, and next, you already broke yourself in. But I'm just saying, somebody new, first live might be 15 minutes, and the next one might be 30 minutes, and then you go so on, so on. Then before you know it, you'll be like T1000. You'll be out there all night long into the wee hours of the morning. Sorry, T1000, I had to put that in there. But that's how it goes. Good food, but you did really good. So just keep going, keep going. That's the only thing you can do is keep going. Hey, lady, Saret made it in. Good food said, hey, Saret. Brianna said, hey, Saret. Saret said, good first live. Good food, yes. Thank you, Saret. Good food said, let me see. Saret said, yes. Yes, it's going to be easy. Anything you do in life is going to be easier and easier. So, like, and girl, now what I can't, I've been trying to, for 2025, my goal was to do more videos. Like, I like the lives, but I want to do short videos and lives. So I said I'm gonna do more videos, and I have all of everything ready to do the videos. And maybe this will encourage me to do it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I might go ahead and do it. But because I couldn't get with not being able to run my mouth and bounce off of people, I struggle with like just sitting there looking at me. I don't feel like I'm looking at me when I'm live. I feel like I'm looking at y'all for some reason. I don't know what the difference is in that, because it shouldn't be no difference. But I can sit up there, run my mouth, get backed up in the chat, run my mouth, and go. But then when it comes to video, especially if you're trying to do informative videos, then it's different. I think I'm going to have to break my videos down to where it's going to have to be me just like talking just like this. I'm not going to be able to say, okay, and this, concept number one, this, I'm not going to be able to do that. I just can't, I need the people in the room to be able to do that. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. So you just got to start somewhere. And I know I got to start somewhere. And then you just keep going. T1000 said, not watching the time. It will fly by. Yes. You'll be doing 9 hours before you do it. Look, T1000, no. She let you know. You'll be doing but how many minutes did you start out with, T1000? I'm curious, because I know you can do 9 hours now. But how many minutes was your first live? Tell me. Brianna said, "Got my best friend. You're so gorgeous." Thank you, Brianna. Good Food said, not 9 hours. I'm telling you, T1000, it goes down. T1000 said, right, got my, you good? I get it, yeah. Yes, let me see. Saret said, tell her don't, do you T1000, right? But ain't nobody else that can do it like that. Let me see, T1000 said, yes, good food. Time flies when you having fun. Yeah, like, it's unfortunate that we weren't able to be in the comments with you, because the thing about it, you did good. Before you realized it, you had did 30 minutes by yourself. Like, we do 30 minutes, and then at time, we have time to speak to people. We have time to engage in any questions or comments they might have. Like, if you watch T1000, she do a good job at putting her comments on the screen. And I just don't go to StreamYard. She do a lot of StreamYard. I don't do a lot of StreamYard no more. But even when I did StreamYard, I'm half blind, so I'm trying to like see the chat, so I can't be like focused on trying to click some at the same time. But the way T1000 does it, she slows it down, and she puts her comments on the screen, and that gives her opportunity to keep up with the chat and where she left off at. So you can use all those different tools if you want to. StreamYard is free for up to 6 people, but even if you want to use StreamYard for that feature, you could. I don't do StreamYard no more. I used to do it a lot. I only do it for if I think I need a panel, because if you go vertical live stream, you do get more views on a vertical live stream. YouTube will tell you that they push out your videos more on a vertical live stream. So StreamYard is a third-party streaming app. So that's the reason why, or streaming source or whatever. And that's why it's like YouTube does not want to push StreamYard. They want to push, YouTube. So they have a feature that you can have one other person on it and all that kind of stuff. So I guess they want you to use their things. Not like you won't get out there at all, but people may have to search for you a little bit more. So, but that is a feature you can use on StreamYard because it's free. And you can just download it, and then you can use that as a click, if you feel like, because the first time I went live, I had quite a few people in my live. So I couldn't hardly keep up with it was the first live. I had been anticipating. I had the channel going already, and so the comments were going so fast. But you know, even now, I can barely keep up with the comments like to be like on time with them. But I do use them as a guide to kind of like interact with the engagement of your audience, and so you'll be able to do that. You just got to get those comments in your chat. Let me see. Good Food says, okay, 9 hours. Uh, I've been cried three of the. I've been cried 3 of the 9 hours. Oh my god. She 1000 said she not lying, Saret. I was about to go last night. I had to stop myself. Right, right. I think I went to sleep off your live last night. 2000. I gotta catch the rest of the replay. I was there in the beginning and you talked me right to sleep. Your voice is way too soothing for me to listen to you for a long time. I always have to catch your replays after like an hour, hour and a half, depending on like what the topic is about. But if it's like real laid back or whatever, I will go to sleep because your voice is way too mellow and too soothing for me. A lot of people, I got like 3 people. Who's at the front door? Is that Lexi? Okay. I got like 3 or 4 people that their voice will like just put me to sleep. Even Justice, I could be okay with Justice all day long, but if she does a nighttime live, her voice actually puts me to sleep, and I'd be like, okay, I'll just catch the rest of it in the morning. I'll be knocked out. See what Thousand said. The least was probably 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so you started off with 30, 40 minutes. See, good food. Exactly, Gamma. She had already done 30 minutes, right? And by herself and not even with the help of a chat. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Look at this. This is crazy. I am good food. Are you still in here? Because do you know my phone just gave me your notification? It just came across my screen that you oh, you probably just put it on private. That's why. Because I did get your notification when you went live because I told the chat. Okay, maybe because you just opened it up. You must have just opened it up to, okay. That's probably why they're doing it. But that's good if they push it twice for you. That's good. But I get a lot of people, sometimes I'll get their notification. I click on it, and they did that last week or two. And I didn't know they did that. I thought that they gave us notifications when like I posted short. I thought people got all my notifications when I got the short, and that's not true. I'm finding that on my other phones that's not associated with this line, I'm actually getting stuff weeks after people actually post it, and I did not know that it went like that. I was looking at the private part you told me about. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Soon as you get off, good food. Get into the habit of as soon as you get off, when that message comes across the screen and it tells you this video is private, go straight to your settings and do it right then and there, because you don't want to start losing hours, because you will not get hours if it's on private. Say if you have a really good live, that live could have been 20 hours for you. If you leave it on private and then they get to the point where they calculate it, you won't get those hours for that. Now you can make it public after that, and then you'll get any hours you may get with people going back to on a replay on it, but you never get those hours back. So you got to make sure. Like sometimes this Soretta has text me when I'm on get your big ass up, where I forget about it, or I hang up or be in the middle of something, and she used to always call me and tell me it's on private. I'd be like, oh my god, thanks, I forgot just that fast, because I had forgotten that they do that when I because it had been so long that they was doing it on it's Gamma's world. T1000 said, oh my god, everyone says that Gamma, all right, Justice does have a soothing voice. Yeah, that'll put you to sleep. Yes, y'all will put me straight to sleep. Hey Corey, how you doing? I was just on here popping up doing a live. Good Food had her first, well, it wasn't her first live today, it was her first live. She had a couple of food reviews and showing her family a little bit, but tonight was her first live. We had the opportunity to go in there, support her in her live, and so she just had some things that she needed to do, like just remembering to take her video off private and making sure she had her comments enabled so that we would be able to comment with her, because we weren't able to comment with her. So I just wanted to come live. That's why I put her name in the title, so that she would come over here. She came right over here too. First one in the building came right over here so I could tell her that, because it was driving me crazy when I seen a girl didn't have the thing her comments on where we could let her know that we was there to support her. Okay, so that's the only reason why I came on, y'all. I didn't come on to actually do a live. I just want to communicate with Good Food and let her know those things so she can have an even more successful live next time. We'll be there. Maybe when you get to learning your tools, Good Food, you'll be able to schedule your lives if you want to. Some people just come right away. You know what I mean, come off the bat, they just do pop-up lives. But if ever you want to schedule your live, you know, that's an opportunity to give people enough time to get your notifications, get ready for you or whatever. And then, you know, in my chat, you can always let me know when you're about to go live, and then I'll make sure I say something too. And I'm sure a lot of people who support you will do the same thing. Okay, y'all, so y'all have a very good night. I see y'all been doing good. This is April. By April, I'm going through a challenge with my sister because Be Well Magazine, my sister, she challenged herself to do 30 days every day because I stay on her so much about going live or making a video or doing something to work towards a channel. So she challenged herself to go live 30 days straight every day. And I told her I will go live 30 days straight every day on two of my channels. I told her, I'll get your big ass up. And it's Grandma's World. I will go because I don't go. I got three other channels. Well, one of the other channels I go live whenever Soretta's ready. But my other two channels that I don't go live on those channels at all. So I told her on it's Grandma's World and Get Your Big Ass Up. I will definitely go live with her. So that's challenging for me. I've done it before with It's Grandma's World, but I've never really done it with Get Your Big Ass Up. So I said I'm gonna be diligent. And even though I'm doing real good, this is only for Good Food, but I'm doing really good because I already been live today over here. So I'm showing out. This is second live, but it's not real live. But still, that's what I'm doing. I'm challenging myself to see if I can be as consistent over here as I am on it's Gamma's World. And plus I'm working on 350 more subscribers for this channel, and I'm not gonna get it not putting in the work, and that's just all to it. So I gotta periodically come live. Some days I might even do more than one live over here because I'm trying to captivate the audience of people who just scroll in, see if they like the channel, the conversation enough to come back, check out the content, and then become a part of the community over here. Okay? All right, T1000. Good night, Corey. Good night. Good Food. Good night. So who else was there? Saret, good night. And Good Food, thanks for coming over. So I didn't have to wait for you to pop in so I could tell you that. All right, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for coming in.